So this is what I'm using right now. And I'm going to do this like a point of view video, so I apologize, but this is what's easiest. So this is like the product that I use in the shower. I use these two products right here in the shower in the morning when I'm getting ready for my day. I use the St. Ives Blemish Control Apricot Scrub. It has salicylic acid in it. I think it has 2% salicylic acid. And it also has some like walnut shells and apricot shells or whatever, I don't know, but it has little particles in it that help scrub away dead skin, and it's really helpful. I mean, I've had this a while. I use it every other day because it is a little harsh, so it's probably not something you want to use every day. But I just got another, or I'm waiting on another bottle of this to come in the mail, and it's their green tea scrub, which is supposed to be gentler. And that way I can use the green tea scrub every day and then use this one a few times a week. But it really helps get rid of the dead skin and just kind of brightens up my skin. And it also has a salicylic acid in it to help with acne. And then my Noxzema Triple Clean cleanser. It has antibacterial triclosan in it, and it helps kill any the bacteria that can cause acne. It really gets down deep to clean. I feel like it cleans my pores really well, especially after I've used my scrub. And the only thing I don't like about it is the smell. It does not smell like Noxzema. Just FYI, it smells weird. It smells like laundry detergent, and I don't really care for it. However, I can live with it because the product itself really works good, and it has a wonderful lather. It's really creamy. I mean, just a really good lather on it. So it's worth it. It was only $4, and I think the scrub was like $3 at the dollar store. So those are some good drugstore products right there that have worked really well for me lately. I've used the Noxzema cleanser about 3 weeks now, and I'm really happy with it. I've noticed a difference, definitely in the amount of acne and how long they last. It seems to nip them in the bud. Okay, so this next product that I'm going to show you is Panoxyl. This is the product that I only use when I am having a bad breakout because it is a very strong medicated wash. It is 10% benzoyl peroxide, and you have to be careful with this because it will bleach out your clothes, it'll bleach out your towels because of the strength of the benzoyl peroxide in it, but it does work. It does help with oily skin and drying everything up. It used to be by prescription only, and you can now get it over the counter at stores like Walgreens or CVS. And I think this one was like $11 or $12. So it is a little more expensive, but it works really good if you're having a really bad breakout. But it's definitely something you don't want to use every day, unless you have to. Okay, so another thing I'll use, like after I'm out of the shower and dry, I use witch hazel to tone my face. Kind of shrinks my pores, and it calms down any redness. And it just helps get any other like oil or bacteria out of my skin. And it's super cheap. I got this one at Target, and it was like $1.30. And you get a really large container. I've been using witch hazel about 2 or 3 weeks now, and I really like it. It's a lot gentler than what I was using as a toner. So I'm definitely going to stick with the witch hazel. Okay, and another product that I bought at Target. It's just a benzoyl peroxide gel, 10% spot treatment. It's just pretty much the same thing as like Clean and Clear. The they're all about the same, really. It's just benzoyl peroxide gel. If you have acne, then you probably already have this, and you know all about it. But if I'm gonna wear makeup, I just use the very tiniest amount of it so that I don't have a white spot. But that's something I also only use if I have a pimple or pimples that I need to medicate. Okay, and now moving on, I'm just going to briefly talk about makeup because this isn't really a makeup video, but the makeup I use is Medicated because, hello, I knew that was not going to work. I use Neutrogena's skin clearing makeup line. They are oil-free products, fragrance-free, non-pore clogging. They also all have salicylic acid in them. And they not only, I just think it's really good to have a makeup that's gentle but has medicine in it to help fight acne. It's the only, excuse me, it's the only makeup I can use that doesn't break me out and that helps my skin look better. I kind of vary between a couple of different shades. Another reason I really like it is okay, well, first of all, it's awesome and it works and it covers really well. It blends really well. And it's only $11, $10 or $11 for all of that, like 1 ounce of foundation. That's super cheap for a quality product. And I've tried more expensive brands. I've tried Clinique, I've tried Mary Kay, I've tried Physicians Formula, and I've also tried cheaper brands, and nothing really compares to my beloved Neutrogena. So it's something that I'll probably use forever because it works, and it has like, I think 0.5%, like 0.5% of salicylic acid in the makeup itself. So you can't beat it. And another reason I love it is because they have so many different shades. And I have a kind of yellowish tint to my skin, and they have several shades that kind of match up really well, and these are just 2 of the colors that I use depending on how much sun I've had. Okay, and then the other Neutrogena product I have, oops, that's upside down, is the Blemish concealer. And it also has the salicylic acid in it. It's just a little tube like this, and it has a tip on the end, and you twist it at the bottom and the product comes out the tip. I use my finger to apply it rather than the applicator. You don't get a whole lot in the tube, and it's also $10 or $11, and I go through a tube a month. So that's the only downside is with the concealer, but it's the best concealer ever, like ever, because it blends perfectly with their makeup. I can use the same color all year. I use light, and because, like I said, it has the medicine in it, the salicylic acid, to help with the acne. So you put this on the spot, not only, it's kind of like a 2-in-1, medicine and concealer, which is great. So anyway, I could go on and on about my Neutrogena makeup, but I love it, and it's the only thing I can use personally. Okay, so let's move on to my evening skincare. When I'm getting ready for bed, I take off my makeup with Clinique's Wash Away Gel Cleanser, and you can see I've used pretty much the whole bottle. It's a really good product. It's gentle. There's, there's really not very many chemicals or anything in it, and it takes off most of my makeup. The only downside, of course, with Clinique is the price. So I can't say that I'm going to be buying it again because it didn't wow me enough to spend however much it was. I don't remember, but I think I can probably just end up using a drugstore brand that's much cheaper and will work the same, if not better. So, yeah, I'm not sure I'm going to buy that again. But, it was good. Okay, and then I also, again, back to the witch hazel, I tone my face at night also. And depending on what my skin is doing, I might also use the Panoxyl again if I'm in a bad spot. And I might also do a spot treatment. So I'll kind of maybe use these 3 products again at night. And another thing that I've been using lately is apple cider vinegar, and I don't use it full strength, of course. I dilute it with water, and I've also put essential oil in there, and I'm using an old Clinique bottle, and I just shake it and use it on a cotton ball as a toner. It helps with the scarring, and it also helps restore my skin's pH because the vinegar, see that? 5% acidity. And if you mix it with a little water, a little essential oil, it's not too smelly, but it's still, you know, it's not smelling great, but it's definitely worth it, and it's cheap. You know, like, apple cider vinegar is like $1. Okay, and then essential oil, I always have different ones. I think I used rosemary this time. You can also use lavender. Those are both really good ones for your skin. And that helps with scarring and pH. So I try to use that every night. Unless my skin is red, I don't, because this will kind of make it redder at first. So depending on what I'm doing at night, I may not use this at night, but I'll always use my witch hazel because it is a little more gentler. Alright, this product here is amazing. It really is. Aveeno's Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer. Look, it's me in the mirror. Okay. This is one of the best products I've discovered recently. It has salicylic acid in it and some other good stuff, and it's really gentle. I have to be careful on what moisturizers I use because my skin is already oily and acne prone. This product does not cause me to break out. It, in fact, helps my complexion, and it helps with scarring. I've only been using this a week, and I've already noticed a huge difference, and it just has a little pump on the top, and I just use one pump. It's enough for my whole face, and I think it was like $17, so it is a little expensive, but you get 4 ounces, so I mean, that's gonna last. I can imagine that can last probably half a year. It is amazing. I'm so glad I discovered this product. Like, it just makes my skin look so, like, nice and soft. Oh, and soft. So that's pretty much the products that I use every day. Some of them I might use every other day, but these are the ones that I basically use every day. And then occasionally, I've talked about this before, but if I have a weeping spot, I use my mint julep mask on my weeping acne, or like if I popped a pimple or if I've picked a spot, I put this on there and it helps keep me from messing with it, and it helps dry it up. And then another thing that I use on occasion is this Freeman facial enzyme pineapple mask. And it just has like these little grains in it, and you just put it on your face and you let it sit there for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. It smells really good too, and it helps kind of with a chemical exfoliation, and it just kind of gives my skin an extra glow. It's just something I use, like, I don't know, occasionally, maybe a couple times a month. So, but yeah, I hope this helps someone, because if not, it helps me remember remember what I'm using. Like I said, the only ones that I'm not gonna buy again are, oopsies, Clinique cleanser didn't wow me enough to spend the money on that again. And I switch up on the benzoyl peroxide. That's just happens to be the brand I got. It doesn't matter, like I said, but the only other thing is I think I'm going to get St. Ives Gentler Scrub with the green tea, and switch out, because this is a bit harsh to use every day. I use this like every other day. So I'm going to switch out with their gentler green tea scrub. Use it every day, and then I'm going to use this one a couple times a week. Alrighty, yay!